First up to speak to you is going to be Mikey Weinstein. He's the founder and president of the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, whose sole purpose is fighting for the constitutionally guaranteed separation of church and state in our U.S. military.
Well, thank you, everybody. Everyone, please come around here in the front so we can get everybody in. Come on in. Come on in so everybody can see. First, I want to thank the American Humanist Association for being the point of the spear on this. We should have a cheer for them right now. It is an honor to be the first speaker today at this critically important church-state case in the Supreme Court. But I want to let you know that I'm speaking for just under 62,000 members of our U.S. Armed Forces and veterans who are our clients. And get this, about 95% of them are practicing Protestants and Roman Catholics, completely support everything we're doing here today. And that's a huge thing, isn't it? Talking about numbers, we were very pleased at the Military Religious Freedom Foundation to be able to submit a Supreme Court amicus brief in this case. Our research folks did a fabulous job. Our senior research director, Chris Rada, working with the faculty and the law students at Emory University Law School in Atlanta. We drilled down and took a hard look at some of the Jewish fighters in World War I that are from the Prince George's County and Baltimore area. Some of them gave their lives. We talked about what they had done and what their sacrifice was. But not one of them is on that Bladensburg memorial. There's 49 people there. I guess they're all Christians. But you see, in America, when we formed our Constitution, our constitutional founding framers took a look at European history, where most of the horrors that had occurred had been when men of the cloth had been men in political power. They looked at Cromwell in England, and they looked at the Salem witch trials. They said, we're not going to do that here. So they cleaved a separation of church and state. Fighting today is not denigrating Christianity in any way, shape, or form. We have over 450 people, full-time, part-time, and volunteers that work at our foundation. 80% are Christians. Half of my own family is Christian. It's not about Christian belief. It's about the government telling us which is the most important religious faith. And when you have the state of Maryland owning the property and servicing that memorial, that is like sticking the middle finger up to the Constitution. That is like a gang sign. It shows fundamentalist Christian nationalism, exclusivism, supremacy, treachery, and triumphalism. And that isn't what this country is about. Go down the street, go to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, it's powerful. The World War II Memorial is powerful. The Korean War Memorial is powerful. And there is not one sign of any particular faith over another. The reason we're here today is because the state, as a state actor, the state of Maryland is inextricably intertwined with making it clear that the giant Latin cross is the way we're going to have one size fits all for everyone who gave their sacrifice. 250,000 Jews fought for America in World War I. And to sit there and to tell a Jewish person, I happen to be Jewish, not that religious, but I'm Jewish, that the cross stands for my sacrifice is a disgusting and despicable scandal. Not the Jewish faith, not the Islamic faith, not the Christian faith, not the lack of any faith. Many veterans spoke to me over the last few weeks about what I should say in the few minutes I have this morning as the first speaker. One of them said, who's an evangelical Christian chaplain in one of the military services, Mikey, the reason that I'm against having that cross there is because it's not even biblical. If you look at Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, the two things he says is love the Lord your God with all your mind, soul, and heart. And the second one is just the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated, which predated Jesus and the Torah, and before there were Jews, it was in the Code of Hammurabi. Let me assure you that the people that are supporting that cross do not follow the golden rule. Can you imagine for 1 nanosecond, what would happen if that cross was a crescent moon for Islam, a Star of David, a statue of Satan, the flying spaghetti monster, or a picture or a big statue of Spider-Man? There'd be blood in the streets. I've had other veterans make phone calls to me saying some nasty things like, we're a Christian country, more Christians have shed their blood in Europe and World War I than any other religion or lack of religion. So there are more Christians. Therefore, that's why the cross is there. Let's remember what Sandra Day O'Connor said, and boy, do we miss her on the Supreme Court. In America, we do not count heads before enforcing the First Amendment. Right? All right. The bottom line here is that what we're talking about is justice and equality for all, and that's what this is about. And therefore, our job is to honor and respect all. Justice for everybody under the law, honor and respect for all. Say it with me. Justice and respect for all, honor and respect for all. Justice under the law, justice under the law. That's why we're here today. Thank all of you so very much. We thank the American Humanist Association. We wish Monica Miller the best, making the argument for everybody. And let's win today. Thank you.